nicest people in the whole world.
They certainly are.
Well, who are they?
Glad you asked. There's Hillsborough County, Creative Look in Tampa, Watermark, the Florida Division of Arts and Culture.
The Go Beyond Foundation.
Well, obviously the Go Beyond Foundation. I mean, nobody does anything without their help.
And my favorite, Tampa Bay Gay.
Yay! And now, we'd like to...
Wait, there are phones. There are candies. There are babies.
Oh yeah. Well, please take a moment, turn off your phones, turn off anything that vibrates that you might have.
And sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
That was my line.
You don't think this announcement is too long?
And Lucas McDermott.
Thank you, Fringe. It is good to be back in Ybor. I kind of missed the smell. I live in Renton now. I can see what... Hey, come in. We're just starting the show. Hey, grab some cereal. This is Fistful of Cereal. Just pretend like I didn't start, and then we're just gonna... just think about life. Like, how your grandparents been, What's gonna happen like, No one writes anymore, I'm going all Bob Rooney Andy Rooney until he finally takes his seat. And phones used to be smaller. Anyway. Alright, how are we doing tonight, Fringe? That was great. I'm happy to be back in Ybor. The smell has not changed. It is very nice to see. Some parts of your childhood never change. Like when I grew up, I always loved football, and some things will never change. As an adult, I still love football. And Ybor is a sundown city, and it's true. But like I live in Renton. Renton, Seattle is amazing. My tax dollars go to places I need, like roads. It's beautiful, and everyone loves there. If you're gay, everyone will love you in Seattle. It's like a prerequisite. You gotta be at least bi to enter the community. Like I can't get a table unless I say I'm non-binary, and that's how it usually works. But that's just the game, But I will say this though: for Pride Month, I'm celebrating a little bit differently. I'm making a lot of money selling Lucas is a Pride Fringe shirts. I have to say, God bless whoever thought the idea of gay being acceptable is a moneymaker, man. I'm telling you. God, I love it. But I will say this though, not everything has to be gay. Like missiles, we don't have to make pride missiles, do we? Like I saw some things from the LGBTQ army force on TikTok because I follow a very niche TikTok. It's that and bunny rabbits, nothing more, nothing less. And I saw two women holding hands as they were, making a missile. And I'm like, wow. I'm sure that school, like a bomb would be like really bummed until they figured out, well, good for them. They made it work. Ahmed, grab your thing. We gotta go to the camp 15 miles away by foot, but they made it work. When I went to Seattle, I go to the TSA, and my gay agent was a TSA agent. The way that worked was, normally your TSA agents, when they find some contraband, they'll just say it in a modest way. I was waiting in lines with 40 other people ahead of me, and some person had a bottle of water. The next 9/11. Take a seat. So I was waiting in line to get my stuff checked out, and a guy pulled out a bottle of water. And a normal TSA person would be like, oh, you can't have this is a bottle of water. Instead, he decided to elaborate through song and go, water, water, you can't have that bottle of water. I get it, you won. I get it, but at least tone it down, at least even it out, because what if I hit drugs in my ass? What then? I hate to hear the song and dance for I've hit drugs in my ass. We found drugs and you're bummed, time to get the white gloves, guys and dolls. Seattle is very nice, it is like home. I do appreciate it much, and has a lot of familiarities to Florida. Crack is still pretty big over there. Same as here. But like people are openly do crack outside in Seattle. It's not like Florida where we have like a hint of shame, or maybe it's the weather. I think it's the weather actually. I think that's what happens. You get good weather. You can just do drugs in the open. You know, it's like having like school outside in college. You never do it all the time, but when you do it, it's nice. I was walking into a smoke shop to grab a lighter, and I bumped into a guy who was smoking crack, and he gave me a weird look, like I kind of ruined his day. Like I bumped into him, and he goes, like I ruined his day. Like, oh no, like now he can't do it anymore. Now the rhythm's over, you know. I go inside to a smoke shop and I see a lot of really nice glass pieces, and I go up to the counter. And I go, I want to buy that bong. That's really nice. And she goes, sir, that is not a bong, okay? That's a water pipe. Is that really where like we're drawing the line in the whole war against drugs? I can smoke whatever I can smoke, but you won't say the thing I can smoke it out of. What if I wanted to get into crack, like the dude I met earlier? What if that? I'm smoking. You can't say, put that crack pipe away. Hey! That's a translucent glass tube. Show some respect. Yeah. You look at Abraham Lincoln's right here, I whoop your ass. Oh, God. We have such a drug problem in our country, and the biggest problem is we don't have self-control. Because, like, we're trying to thin the war on drugs kind of went to no drugs to now we can have ketamine through Facebook posts. I get so many ads for at-home ketamine treatments. Let me tell you something. I'm not a man of, what can I say? I'll pick out a buffet. So God forbid someone gives me 9 vials of horse trank in a movie. No person, what kind of person is going to just see that and go like, I'll moderate myself. I'm ordering trank on Facebook, but I'll really make sure it's just a bit glass of wine kind of thing. I was so bummed when ketamine took the hit for Matthew Perry's death. I was so bummed. I thought, that's it for pickleball, man. It's over. I get my parks back. It's great. But nope. It had to be ketamine in the hot tub. You know, only the coolest way to die ever. Everyone felt bad for him. I'm like, he had a hot tub in his own house? Yeah. And he could just do ketamine wherever he wants to. If you could just do trank, go in your hot tub and die, you won. That's the thing. You've nothing else to really climb up the mountain for. That's the thing. Speaking of mountains, I was at DC recently, at Capitol Hill. There's a lot of protests over there. My old booker in Lakeland actually went to the Capitol riots on January 6th. Yeah. Arguably the worst small talk I ever made with a guy, asking them, so how's your summer? I asked him, like, what did you go and did you shit on Pelosi's desk? Were you that guy? And he was like, no, I wish. Listen, I would have gone, but traffic was terrible, so we went to a museum instead. That's the kind of, that's where we're at, liberty-wise. I'll overthrow the government and defend my rights, but it's kind of busy. Can we do it tomorrow? Can we raid the Capitol tomorrow, guys? The only thing I hate more than pickleball is the Amish, or the Amish, as I prefer to call them. I was driving through Sioux Falls, and I saw an Amish crossing. And I became incensed with rage, because how dare the Amish get roads? I feel like that's the split, right? We allow you to have your phony baloney religion. You can wear your paper hats and marry your daughter, and then every year or so, we buy butter from you in bulk, and it's a done deal. That's it. That's the game, baby. But no, now they want our roads. First they want our roads, then our women. I'm not afraid of an Amish because I'll just bring a drone in from Walmart and that would just kind of just blow their minds. Like a real chicken little sky is falling thing. I'm for the Second Amendment, but only if I can give it to Disney characters and post and new made movies I made. For instance, the new sequel I made, Songs of the South 2, Uncle Remus Finds a Gun.
Oh.
It's currently not doing that well on Twitter, or X, or whatever it's called. I actually enjoy Uncle Remus Finds a Gun because it really changes the narrative of how he would have acted, I feel like. And so it's a good movie, I feel like. He's just out there. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity. This is peculiar. And then I still have cameo in the movie, naturally. I come out and I go, Uncle Remus, you know what that is? That's your ticket to freedom, baby. What do you mean? I'm like, that's a gun, baby. You're good to go. You fire this, you're free as a bird. You're free as a bird, baby. Free as a singing bird. Do you mean I have to put musket powder? No powder or anything, man. It's lock and loaded. My arm gets kind of tired. I mean, you don't even have to load it, dude. You just hold the button, dude. Just push the button and they're gone. Well, I don't know where I can find one of these. You can find this at any grocery store in America. It's so easy. The same place you buy tires, you can buy this. Well, I don't really think. You're old enough, Uncle Remus, trust me. If you're definitely old enough to have a gun. The next scene, you're gonna see him just loading Hall points with the Rambo bandana on. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. My, oh my, white people are gonna pay. There is no good ending. Uncle Remus does not. We think Uncle Remus is gonna be like, well, now you learned your lesson, didn't you? No, he says Uncle Remus is. There's no more movies after that. It's called Songs of the South. It's fucking over. The South is fun, but the North can be fun too. The North has its own folksy charm. I was in Wisconsin and some guy said howdy to me. That was kind of nice. But then he had meth teeth, and I'm like, oh. Now my opinion lessened of you. So there's a side of the road billboard, has a little cartoon bear, and it says, I can't bear to be without you. Don't do crystal methamphetamine. I get that. If I was on hard drugs, I feel like Yogi Bear is the only thing that can stop me from just going over the edge. Right? That's a bear I can trust. And the whole, would you trust a man versus bear? I go with bear if said bear was Yogi Bear. Not Boo Boo, though. He's shifty. Let's talk about mental health for a reason. Anyone here see a therapist? Anyone here see an online therapist? BetterHelp or get better help or that one of those things? Yeah. No. Yeah. No, you know the other guy who was nodding his head and was saying yes, I'm a therapist.
I forget what the organization was called, but it's up in Canada, so y'all might not have it down here.
That's fair. You probably have good help over there. BetterHelp online is arguably the worst help you can ever get. I've tried to get BetterHelp online. The dude played an acoustic guitar in front of me. How condescending do you have to be? And my father really never got an eye to eye, I feel like it's self-blame. Wow, Luke, that's something else. It reminds me of the song I wrote. Twang, never thought I'd be without you, baby. Click, gone, out $90. Makes me wish I had pills. Pills never complained at you. Pills never said, why do you have a Slurpee? You already had one yesterday. Like it's some type of a limit. Oh, God. But I like being in a relationship too. The single game is fun and all, but you get chafed after a while. Yeah. People always think Luke, you must be swimming in drip, and I realize, yes, however, it is not the river you're looking after. There's a groupie totem pole for entertainers, and stand-up comedy is all the way at the bottom. The logic being behind this, if you have sex with the dude from Twisted Sister, or Warrant, or whatever band from the 70s, because it's my age group here, if you fuck Bob Seger probably bring you back to his apartment or whatever, and you probably listen to original LP, or he'll play music for you. A clown is not going to make you laugh more than he makes you laugh at the circus. There is no extra layer of comedy when we wake up in the morning. You're just going to see the clown without his mask. And that's sad. One of the saddest things you can possibly see. I took public transportation, but I don't know the rules of public transportation just yet, not in Ybor at least. I was on a busy bus, and there's no seats, except for 2 empty seats in the front row. I go, oh good, the Hart Tampa bus has 2 empty seats in the front row. One of those seats, however, was for Rosa Parks, in memoration of her. And the other one was just an empty seat. Or so I thought. So apparently, if you look like me, you're not allowed to sit in the seat next to where Rosa Parks used to sit next to. So I had someone say, hey, you need to go sit somewhere else. And I thought to myself, what would Rosa Parks do if Rosa Parks sat to someone else that Rosa Parks sat to somewhere else? So I basically got hit in the ribs, and I took that. You're not gonna be able to win that one, you know. And there's a level of coolness some people just can't achieve. Like, why do you think Fonzie was the only cool guy there in Happy Days? There was not a single black person in the Midwest in the 1950s, according to Happy Days. I would love if Fonzie met someone, just a normal black person, just any random building. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh God. That's always fun. I'm poor, which is why I'm doing this for a living instead of using my brain. Like accounting or undertaking or I don't know, crypto, whatever these kids do to make money. I don't want to make too much money though, because then you have too high expectations. Like, imagine if you're, someone in the crowd here must work full time, right? 50 hours a week.
It's too many.
That's why you're not invited to the island. That's the bit. That's basically it. People just want to make a certain amount of money so they can go to the island. But the island's closed. So what do? Well, basically, you just get squirrely and you start building submarines. That's what I think it was. I think pedophiles and billionaires got kind of squirrely when they realized Epstein's Island was closed, so they couldn't fuck kids. So what are they going to do now? All the pet projects are through the window. If you're a billionaire, you're going to pretty much do whatever you want, and the pedophile island you go to on vacation's closed. Of course you can start building submarines, go to the bottom of the ocean to fuck kids. Where else are you going to do it? Elon Musk is a funny individual. Someone told me Elon Musk had autism, and I'm like, I could tell from the vehicle. There was no corners on that truck. It is all smooth. It is good to the touch. Elon's a weird dude. He has 14 kids, but he's a weird dude. So just imagine if Elon Musk family reunion. Hey, 0111011, how's it going? Hey, Linux XL, haven't seen you since a kid. Binary code. Being into sports, I love NFL. I also love WNBA since it became kind of more thugging and cool. After I got a Russian prisoner in their ranks, WNBA has been the most fun, entertaining thing ever. Because no one's gonna check someone who's been into a Russian prison. Right? You failed me. Fuck you say, bitch. Nothing. Sorry, nothing. It's like every person on the team was LeBron and with have an ego, you know? Also, I love the WNBA because I make a lot of money off them. I always bet the under. I only need that one laugh, that's all I wanted. I want to this before we get some sketch comedy. In Seattle, there's some pretty cool monuments. There is the Sky Eagle, there is Pike City, and there's also a statue of Lenin. There's a statue of Lenin in Seattle. I was with my friend Derek at a bar crawl. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, we're both drunk. And he goes, hey Luke, let's go piss on Lenin's statue. And I'm like, capital deal, old sport. I hate that guy. So we're just kind of walking around, we're kind of hyping each other up. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do it, right? I know, right? He goes, he's such a bad guy. I'm like, dude, he's the worst guy ever. He's like, he's a monster. He's a total monster. He goes, it's a bit of music. His music sucked, man. I can't wait for this shit. And he goes, wait, no, it's Vladimir Lenin. We go, He goes, what? You killed a lot of people. I go, yeah, but the other guy's way worse. I could piss on Lennon's statue any day, but a John Lennon thing, that's worth the trip, you know? Pissing on a commie statue is just what every American should do daily. But getting a chance to find a guy who kind of ruined one of the greatest bands of all time because he found pussy is pretty remarkable. It's pretty remarkable. What conversation are you gonna have with Yoko Ono, by the way? That's a pleasant. What do you think? Hey Yoko, how's the band? How's your beats going? How's that beat sound going? And Chuck Berry's just like, really, John? Really? There's a video of her just kind of just doing this like siren call, and then they turn off her mic, and then she gets mad. And I get it. I'd be mad too if my voice sounded like a vacuum cleaner. Speaking of voices that sound a little bit different, I met some people on the road recently, and I want to meet you with him today. The first guy I want to bring out is a particular guy. He spent 8 years at Brown studying candy law and is the ex-attorney for the Willy Wonka Foundation. Please get up for Sprinkles Goldstein. And I'm going to be changing in there, getting him in there. So, and because I'm too cheap to have transition music, I decided to have the crowd play along. So I want everyone to do the Jeopardy music. Okay? Hello, everyone. Hello. Please take your seats. Thank you. Thank you. Christmas, my knees. Hello. Quiet down, please. This is very important. Please, there'll be Q&A after this. Hello, my name is Sprinkles Goldstein. I'm from Goldstein and Licorice. I am the former attorney for Willy Wonka and the Wonka Foundation. You testify under Congress under penalty of candy perjury. Do you mind if I? Thank you. They make me seem so addictive. I don't know why. I started candy law under 15 years ago at the Wonka Foundation, and I have some things to tell you. Terrible, dark things. Never trust a man named Wonka, or any other person with a whimsical last name. It will bite you in the ass, people. It will bite you in the ass. I have secrets, tons of secrets about the Wonka Foundation. I'm ready to spill. But not because of the goodness of my own heart, no. It's because I am dying. I have a gallstopper the size of a tumor in my kidney. Yes, I did say that correctly. It's very terrible. It's not at all delicious. I'm too weak, I can't even pick up my candy rocks. I am not responsible for whatever happened to the Wonka 4. The 4 children that disappeared had nothing to do with me. Kids get lost in factories. Factories are dangerous. Any factory is dangerous. A textile factory is dangerous, just as much as a candy factory. You want to know what I know though? I'll give you an example. You ever wonder what happened to Augustus Gloop? It's pretty strange, huh? A German national dying on American soil and no one makes a stint about it? Well, every year, Sprinkles Goldstein writes a check 15 million francs to the Augustus Gloop's home. So they keep it underneath the chocolate river, if you know what I mean. We sell a lot of bars overseas. Most of our chocolate is made overseas. We only have like 1 factory in America. The rest is just, well, the natives call it wakan, which is short for the small death. But I'm sure that's just colloquial for just a good time. I've seen so many things, people. I know why Oompa Loompas are orange. It's a runoff. It's chemical runoff. We just had a whole new whimsical thing. They're not actually from out of place. They're actually out-of-state Detroit auto workers. We told them, hey, making a Ford motor is the same thing as making a candy bar, and they believed us. And then the spill happened. And then they all turned orange. And then some of them died. And the ones that didn't die quit. And then we found them, we made them into nerds. Yeah. We're like Native Americans. We use 100% of the plant. Speaking of plants and vegetables, Violet Beauregard, the blueberry girl. Listen, I'm a candy lawyer, not a candy doctor or a candy scientist. If a girl becomes a blueberry, there's not a lot of fuck luck you can do about it, okay? She's a blueberry. Her life expectancy, as well as her life of just having a normal life, shrunk. And you're probably thinking, what did we do with her? Well, you ever wonder what happens when you squeeze juice out of a little girl? Eventually you draw blood. And so, once again, Mr. Wonka has told me to write another check to Violet Beauregard's parents. I write so many checks, people. I am never reimbursed. He's always going to say, I'll get you on the next week, or the flip side. I don't know what that means. And it's just not all writing checks. Sometimes I have to get my hands dirty. Veruca Salt, the girl who wanted everything. She wanted that golden egg, didn't she? Or that squirrel, or that giraffe, or whatever the God knows remake is now. And she fell face first, neck first, into a garbage chute. There's no song about that. She's dead, people. That's just physics. If you fall face first into something at high altitudes and high speed, you will die. Now I got the Veruca Salt's family coming after me with their Monday morning quarterback lawyering. Their non-candy lawyers coming up to me saying they're gonna sue me into poverty, quote unquote, ruin me financially. And that's why we sent a couple Oompa Loompas up to his house with bats. Now, I don't know the actual song they sang, my pipes aren't the best, but I believe it went like this. Oompa doompa doompa dee legs. We're gonna break your legs. After a while, they kind of forget the whole song thing and they just kind of get to work, you know? When we hire new Oompa Loompas, we just paint them with a quick orange paint from Home Depot and we give them to work. So they're not fully vetted, but Mr. Wonka likes results. And they don't ask you for unions either. Keep that pink in your lemonade, mister. So you probably what happened to Mike TV. You know, the kid who wanted to be in television. The kid wanted to be in television so badly. He wanted to be in television. So he shrunk his ass. Doesn't really make sense when you think about it. I think there's all the candy things in order. So, what happened to Michael Television? What happened was, Mr. Wonka had this idea of what if we stretch him out in a taffy pulling machine. So, the good news is that Mike TV is not dead. The bad news is he's not alive either. He's in this constant state of limbo or undeath, being twirled around on a Myrtle Island Beach taffy machine. You ever see a taffy pull machine? That's a little bit of Mike TV right there. Good. And then we have the last guy, Charles Buckets. Charlie Buckets. That blonde asshole. I've lost so much money, my entire wealth is ruined. He does not know how to sign a check or do payroll. He can't do a CEO's job. He doesn't have what it takes. He's not like Richie Rich. I wish we could get rid of him like Richie Rich. It was so easy. We just kept putting polonium B12 in his coffee every morning. Like that. Shareholders happy. But now, nothing. Nothing for old Sprinkles. Nothing but a gallstopper-sized tumor in my kidney and a memory full of bad ideas. I don't even know what Wonka is anymore, by the way. He flew off in a freaking flying elevator like a jerk. Imagine you hating your boss. Imagine hating your boss so much, and he flies away in an elevator, giving you the finger from below. It's your problem now, Sprinkles. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go drink the entire body of fizz lifting drink and hurl myself into the sun. And to that, I say thank you. Alright. I wanted to introduce this next guy before I go on. He's kind of a jerk, but he's kind of loaded though. It's not really his own money. He's kind of a nepo baby. I don't like him. You may have heard of it from his grandfather though. Give a round of applause for Edgar Monopoly III.
Oh, slow down, everyone, slow down. You stage hand, cereal, some cereal. Thank you, Lucky. Alright, everyone, Edgar Monopoly III speaking. Today we're going to be talking about real estate and how to make money off it. I don't let a poor tell me what to do, so thank you.
That's perfect. Thank you.
You see, folks, real estate is just like Oops All Crunch Berries. There's many different shapes and colors, but in reality, it's all the same thing. Money. My name is Edgar Monopoly III. You may know my grandpa and Mr. Monopoly Man. I started this business with nothing but a metal shoe, a thimble, and one of those weird cars. And I've gained a legacy and a fortune which no one could possibly imagine. How rich am I? Well, you ever seen Requiem for a Dream? I own the apartment. I own a lot of apartments. You can own apartments too. I can sell you my apartments. You seem like a Baltic Avenue kind of people. You know, well, that's nothing, that's nothing bad to say. That's just pedigree, okay? Some people wouldn't feel comfortable in certain places. Like, for instance, my wife lives at Boardwalk, but my girlfriend lives at Park Place. It's easy to make money once you understand the financial capitals of principles. See, it's that simple. For instance, Reed, you ever heard of Electric Railroad? Yes, that's me. The captain knows that. By the way, I'm the captain now. When you're rich, you can give your nickname any kind of nickname you want. I went through 3 last year, no one batting an eye. I will say this though, there's times and troubles with it though. My girlfriend, she won 2nd place at the beauty contest. I had to let her go. I had some squatters living at Oriental Avenue. Really creepy Dutch people. But I want to say though that money is making very easily when you're Mr. Monopoly III. All you need to do is ask Grandpapa for money. And then kill him. See, that's actually how Monopoly men made their fortune, really, not all through real estate. You see, what happened was my papa, Edgar Monopoly II, tried to slew Edgar Monopoly I. And unfortunately, it was a failed slewing, perhaps even some would say. So the grandfather then slew the father, and then I was next to then try to slew the grandfather. It's like a Highlander rules, if you will. I have a chest cold, that's why I'm making that sound. I say this though, life is not one big Candyland. There's risks involved. It's not all chutes and ladders. Life. No? I don't care if you laugh at that. I have so much money I can pay people to laugh at that. That's the point. I'm getting that. And I thank you. We have a real treat coming up. This person's a brand new character I made. As soon as I figured out how to change my voice. He's Vanna White's agent.
Hi, everyone, new life. Happy Valentine, Helen Major. All right, happy Valentine. Hey, nice, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, very nice to meet you. Happy Valentine. All right, everyone, Eddie Valentine. Eddie talent agents to the stars. How's everyone doing tonight? Great, fantastic. Great. I'm actually about to take a business call right now. I'm actually about to get a hold of Vanna White, and between you and me, I have a big idea for her. So. The new iPhone, scrunchy. Vanna, baby, how are you doing? How are we doing, sweetie? It's Vanna White. Hey, Vanna, how we going? Vanna Banana. Listen, I have some great ideas for you. I know Pat Sajak is leaving and he's going to be gone from the show. He's gone. You know what that means, Vanna? You know what that means? It's time, Vanna. Time to shine, Vanna. It's almost there, Vanna. Nope, Vanna, you are not going to host. That's still not going to happen, Vanna. You're still a woman, Vanna. Can't change that. Sorry. America isn't ready for that. But we have a couple ideas, though, Vanna. We have a couple ideas, Vanna Banana. Excuse me, 1 second. I changed my phone for a second. Vanna, I have a couple ideas for you. Yeah, here's our first idea, Vanna, okay? Here's the ideas. You know it's called Wheel of Fortune, Vanna? But how about instead of the wheel, we spin you, Vanna? That's correct. We spin you. We put you on the wheel itself, and a guy either grabs you by the arm or the thigh and just gives you a wheel whirl spill. How about a wheel whirl, Vanna? How about that? How about that, Vanna? Vanna, how about that? Okay, Vanna, you don't need to yell. That's fine. That's why it's a communication process. Me, give or take. Mea culpa. Don't remember, Hollywood cares about women. Hollywood is always notoriously caring about the interest of women. So here's the second idea I have, Vanna. Here's the second idea, okay? I'm putting on my earpiece now, so I don't have to keep putting my stupid hand in my face, okay, everyone? Okay, and we're on the Bluetooth, Vanna. How are we doing, Vanna? We doing good, Vanna? Great, Vanna. So here's the idea, Vanna. How about instead of people winning a jet ski or a pair of rollerblades, they win a night with you, Vanna White. That's correct. They win a night with you. Anyone who wins a Wheel of Fortune grand prize gets to go out with Vanna White, and everyone could just talk to. No, I don't see anything inherently sexual about that at all. I can't imagine anyone who would want to have sex with Vanna White. To be honest, I mean not since your prime days in the 1940s, but we had a war to win, Vanna. Times are tough. Hello, Vanna. Must be disconnected. Vanna, hey, Vanna. Listen, I know what you're thinking. I know you don't want to talk to me. You don't want to hear the sound of my voice. My voice sounds like a vacuum cleaner going off in your ear. I get it, Vanna. I've listened to you. I changed my life, Vanna. My life has turned around, Vanna Banana. Vanna Banana, listen very carefully. I want this show to be about you and you alone, Vanna, okay? So, here's the idea, Vanna. Are you ready, Vanna? Here's the idea. Every time someone spins a wheel, they have a chance of landing on a Vanna tile, Vanna. A Vanna tile. So anyone spins the thing, you go out there and maybe you do a little dance for the audience, Vanna. How about that? Or maybe you do a little couple songs. Can you juggle, Vanna? Hello, Vanna. Vanna, are you there? Hello, Vanna. Some people don't really get the whole stardom thing, but I get other real good celebrity contacts. Just 1 second, okay? Spacey, how's it going? Kevin, my man, what kind of creative juices we seeing today? All right, everyone, thank you for that one. Our last guest for tonight is a real wild card. I don't trust him personally. He has a kind of anger problem, but you may know his more popular sister. Please get up for Wendell, disgruntled brother of Wendy's. Hi everyone, how we doing?
Hey.
Oh God, I can't see anything. Hello, my name is Wendell. Ugh. I am the brother of Wendy's, also known as Apple of Father's Eye. I can make burgers too, old man. I can make burgers too. I was kicked out of my family 9 years ago because I can't make a square patty. My life's never been the same. I deserve love, don't I? I mean, God, my brother Rudy's gay. He still goes to the family parties every year. What about Wendell? I know what you're thinking. Oh, look at him. He looks like a normal, average guy. Really salt of the earth. But no, I'm kind of an out there character. I make circle burgers. I know what you're thinking. I don't even look at the shape of the burger when I'm eating it either. But apparently it's a bigger deal than you think. I don't like fast food. It ruins families. And they lie to you. I have so many secrets about other fast food companies. For instance, you know Taco Bell isn't even Mexican? He's Guatemalan. Pizza Hut is more or less of a condo than a hut. You see, a hut is roughly 3 sides and a thing, and a roof, whereas a condo area is multiple rooms. The Burger King killed my daughter. Got away without scot-free too. I don't know how. Slippery bastard got good lawyers. Jack in the Box owned Halliburton. The point is, we need to come together and realize that shapes and sizes don't matter in our patties. I mean, you guys can eat circle burgers, right?
Yeah.
All right, so if Wendy started selling my burgers, would you eat it?
Yeah.
Okay, the pause was a little worrisome. It's fine though, it's fine. It tastes just the same as a square burger, honestly. God. Folks, thank you for coming to my Fringe show. I want to say that, before I put my music and my tour dates on here, I want to say that this was a very lovely crowd. You guys were very, very receptive to the insanity that is Fringe. Normally my stand-up comedy isn't this avant-garde, but if I'm giving away fistfuls of cereal, I might as well act the part. That'd be the one thing to be straight edge about, right? Like, oh, it looks really good at comedy, but this whole cereal game is lacking. Thank you, everyone. Good night.